And this is going to be the weirdest thing. Don't clip this. I want her to be dead because I think what we are about to see, and here's where we're going to turn to speculation. I think what we are about to see maybe is a Fisk like we've never seen before. Hear ye, and welcome to the Royal Geek Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Rollison, also known as T-Roll. And tonight, I am joined by my very good friends. First of all, we have Justin Sandoval, a.k.a. Sandy. We also have Anthony Amato, who we like to call Shamato. And, of course, we got the landlord, Jordan Mosley, in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again to discuss Daredevil. Boy, oh boy. This is episode 4. I think check my math on that.
You're right.
Called Gloves Off, and a lot more than the gloves came off in this one. I'll tell you that. Things got crazy. Multiple people died. A lot of death. Lots of death in this episode. But boys, before we get into it, tell me, how are y'all doing?
Dude, man, Marvel, having something to watch Marvel-wise is amazing. Again, yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice having, like, multiple, like, shows in a row be good again, multiple movies be good again, and, like, start to get back in that groove, you know? Because we were kind of in a very, like, nebulous state where you were kind of like, I hope this is good. Like, very much so for a while there with Marvel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm excited to be making my Daredevil debut.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, it's
Oh, good point.
Wow.
I have just now caught up because I tried to do everything the right way, and I tried to watch everything in order, and then I gave up on, like, Luke Cage. I gave up on, I don't remember the other one's called.
Iron Fist films.
Yeah, I gave up on those,
Avengers.
and I went straight Daredevil, and I caught up, so I'm excited to be here. And I had to literally mute y'all for the last pod, so I couldn't hear what was going on.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want spoilers.
Yep. Okay, well, welcome.
So then, Justin, why don't you? Do you remember what you told me last week about when?
Yeah, for sure. Jordan was sitting next to us 2 weeks ago. He had headphones in, but I don't know if we spoiled anything for him because you weren't caught up yet, and Shimon and I were literally doing the podcast for episodes 1 and 2, talking about Foggy being dead. And Jordan was just sitting over there with his Beats headphones in, just like, la, 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 la. Like, hopefully he didn't hear us. Hopefully.
I heard nothing.
Okay, yeah, there
That's
you
a
go.
good thing. Hey, you know what?
That's incredible.
Beats.
Yeah, there you go. So,
Unofficial sponsor of the podcast.
how about that?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for tuning in. We want to remind you to subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening. And please, if you really want to help us out, share this podcast with a friend of yours who enjoys Marvel content, who's watching Daredevil. As you know, if you're listening to this, you know how awesome Daredevil has been. So help us out. Help your boys out on the Royal Geek Podcast. Share this podcast with your friends. Okay, but do not share it with the Anti-Vigilante Task Force. Please, we do not need any crackdowns from them. Although they have, spoiler alert, here it is, official. What's the name of the guy that, like the head AVTF guy? Powell. Okay, first of all, man, how bad you guys want to punch him in the face, right? Every time you see him.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Also, how bad is he at his job?
Terrible. He's terrible at his job, dude.
Like, when is Fisk gonna punch him in the face? Because he has failed at everything he's done. I know he's going up against actual vigilantes. I get it. But the arrogance he pulls, he like puts off when he's talking to Fisk. Don't worry, sir. We got this.
Yeah. He's so confident for no reason. Like, he hasn't accomplished anything.
Anything.
Yeah, against people who are like vigilantes.
Yeah,
like,
he catches like moms.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
like can pull them into custody.
exactly.
He'll beat up your aunt, take her to custody.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Buck is over here killing U.S. Marshals.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
insane. Yeah, that's insane.
and Christoffy. So, anyways, yeah, Powell sucks balls and can't do his job well at all. But anyways, boys, overall, obviously there's a lot to talk about this episode. Before you get into the details, what you guys think?
Dude, overall, man, this episode started with a bang, dude. It was a wild opener for sure.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, man. It's just when Daredevil gets going and into its rhythm, it is unmatched.
Yeah, I think there was like multiple big scenes in this one.
Yes.
So, like, I don't think it was like just a build up to the end.
Yeah.
I thought there was multiple ones. Like, oh, like that was awesome.
Yeah, there were at least three big fight scenes
Yeah.
in this episode.
Yeah. And so it starts with Poindexter, right? That's the first thing we get. He's he is just so composed. I mean, so my sister, she's visiting. She hasn't been watching Daredevil. She heard that something happened big. I heard that something big happened this episode. I've been trying to avoid spoilers, and she's like, "Hey, let me know when you watch it. I want to watch the first half of the episode because I saw what happens at the ending." I was like, "Oh, great, okay, something big happens at the ending." Anyways, full context I'm giving you. You guys don't care. I'm explaining to her like some of these characters, and I say, "Yeah, this guy, he could like kill someone with a toothpick." Just nonchalantly, I say that, and literally in the diner, you see him grab a toothpick all nonchalantly, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is about to go down." And
Actually happened.
Sure enough, telling my sister he kills him with a toothpick, and 3 minutes later, just you see him with the straw, and we're both like, "Oh no!" And you know it's going to go down. Just it's a matter of which eyeball is it going into, right?
Oof, so rough.
But yeah, what do you guys think of this opening scene?
Man, gruesome for sure. I mean, Poindexter is an animal, an absolute animal.
And what I loved is like the non-animal part, like seeing the switch.
The calmness.
Like,
yeah.
like the calmness before the storm. Like him just kind of being oddly normal.
In an awkward way, though. Yeah.
It was an awkward way, but like, I mean, obviously, like his neighbor loves him.
Mm-hmm. The dog.
In the dog, like he's going around like he looks like he's a little deranged, but he looks relatively normal, and he's not in his, because essentially everything that we've seen from him in the Born Again series, he's been like on it. He's been bullseye.
Right.
He has not been Poindexter really at any point during any of this. Whereas you see him as actually being Poindexter in this for moments.
Yeah.
And it's actually makes him a little bit more chilling when he's going through and he's doing his stuff. The way he's planning, like the way he's setting everything up, you're actually getting to see his side a little bit when he gets to the diner. Because everything else we've seen is like the moment of action with him, even like with him saving Daredevil at the end of episode 1. Like that was like just his action moment, but like, you get to see the actual setup, which was really cool to see.
And another little added little cherry on top of that is he gets done doing his like nonchalant scene to go to the diner. Like he pets the dog, he leaves. But I love how he's leaving his apartment complex, and he's like when he closes the door, you can still see under his jacket he's wearing a belt of knives just sticking out below his jacket. And I was like, okay, yeah, he's still deranged, he's still crazy. And then he gets in the diner and he just goes crazy on all of those agents. And it was insane.
Yeah. He's jacked now. Like he is massive. Because I watched I just got done with the Netflix version like a week and a half ago or a week ago. And the size difference between him and then this was like alarming.
Dang, dude.
I mean, he's huge.
He's a good looking dude. Man. He's beefy.
So
eating eggs.
Yeah, I will say when he made the phone call in to the police or to the AAVTF to report Frank Castle, which by the way, clever, right?
Very
yes.
clever.
Again, I told my sister, I was like, oh no, he's gonna murder all of these people in this restaurant. I was so convinced.
I was with you on that one. I thought what he was going to do was he was going to kill everyone and then get out before the task force got there, and then essentially be like, "Oh, this was Frank Castle who did it."
Yeah, start framing these vigilantes.
Yeah,
that kind of thing. Yeah.
He just wants the thrill. Like he just wants the action.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly that. And that action was insane. The fight choreography was wild.
Yeah.
The bouncing off of walls and diner countertops, and dude, it was just insane.
Like even like the moment where he stops and he's like, "That was a phenomenal milkshake."
Oh yeah.
like just like
yeah.
It's like it's even like makes him feel colder as like when he's being nice. It makes him colder in those moments.
Yeah,
you know?
Totally.
Yeah,
and I'm just so glad, seeing him feed the cat at the beginning of the episode gave me confidence he wasn't going to kill that dog. But I was literally like, is he about to kill this dog?
Yeah,
I was so nervous.
Unsanitary, right?
Yeah. When he said that line, I was like, oh,
He's
no.
gonna kill this dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he like stabbed somebody with a kitchen thermometer. like straight through the hand. Like he was just grabbing whatever he
Yes,
could.
like literally just like
Any and everything.
yeah, it was very like it was like a Lethal Force version of Jackie Chan in a lot of ways. Like
Yes.
Jackie Chan is like it's just like kind of like fun and more whimsical when he does his stuff.
Frying pans. and stuff
Like
that,
frying
yeah.
pans is like it's more to hurt the person rather than to truly kill them.
Yeah.
Whereas he's doing it strictly to just end these people.
Yeah,
But-
exactly.
And then even that, like in that conversation we has with the guy with the dog, and he's like, even in that moment when he's just like, "Don't worry, I'm one of the good guys."
Yeah.
Like it's so unsettling.
Okay.
Like it's
All right. First, like purposeful conversation. Let's have a debate. Let's talk about it. I'm skipping ahead, but when Daredevil shows up to Poindexter's apartment and they're having a little dialogue kind of at the end of the fight. What's going on in his head? Because I am kind of convinced that he has convinced himself that he is one of the good guys. Like in his mind here, he's doing a good deed. Like he literally says that one good deed, right?
Yeah,
Like
and
he
I think,
saved. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think that goes back to when he was in the church too, and Poindexter was standing there. I think it was episode 1. I think he really is trying to atone for his sins, but he's just got a really,
lost.
very interesting way about going about it.
Yeah.
And he's so lost in his own head and what's right and wrong and the things that he's done throughout his entire life that he just doesn't know what good actually looks like, and so he thinks he's one good deed. He thinks he's doing one good thing after another to try to atone.
Well, I think he's saying. I actually think he was leading up to he hasn't done his one good deed yet, and he has his one good deed to do. And I think his one good deed.
Killing Fisk, right? Or
No.
You think it's Vanessa
Yeah, Vanessa.
intentionally?
I think it's Vanessa because he talks about the woman. He's talking about like what she did to him while Fisk was out of the picture. And I think that's his driving force is like he sees although we see the AVTF as an extension of Fisk, I
Yeah.
think he sees them as an extension of her. Which is it's kind of semantics when you're really getting into that part of it. But I think that's his driving force. Is it's almost this weird like scale thing where Daredevil is going after Fisk hard, but Bullseye is actually really going after Vanessa hard. He's not really after Fisk in my mind in these moments. I think his game, his eyesight is 100% on Vanessa.
Yeah.
I'm with Amato. I mean, in the apartment, you literally see Daredevil. He's like, he has a realization. Fisk, like he even says Fisk. And I think there's a part where like, I almost view it as Poindexter's like, I mean, yeah, sure, if Fisk dies, that's cool too, but like, I really want to kill that woman. You know? And I don't know if it was last week. I think it was a couple weeks ago. We were talking on the pod like, she is going to die. Like, it's so much. Like, she's talking about retirement. Let's move out to the island. They keep having like, she's having nightmares. Poindexter, like, the color scheme on the like, when he's on screen is changing. They made it look like he was, like, about to shoot at her apartment at night. You know, like, all these things, right? Or not apartment,
Yeah.
penthouse.
Last week you called it. You did.
Yeah.
You
So
went,
it's
you went
like-
hard.
That's the
Yeah.
only clip I saw on Instagram. Was T-Rolled yelling at me like, Vanessa's going to die. I'm like, what is going on? Closing Instagram really quick.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, so which was crazy. But anyways, we'll get to that in a little bit. I think some other significant things that happened in this episode. It looks like in Daredevil's hideout, let's call it his hideout. They've got all I don't know about all of those people that were, held in cages by the AVTF, because in my mind, some of those people probably like ran stop signs, right? Like yeah, you had the swordsman, but you also had the lady that touched the cop's arm, right? So, but they're like getting testimonials from people. What you guys think of this? This is kind of crazy.
Well, yeah, the conversation that the swordsman has is like, here is an account number I gave to
Take
Karen.
what you need.
Yeah, exactly.
Whenever you need it.
Yeah, take what you need whenever you need it. So now the vigilante is like, they're funded now,
Yeah.
and they have a lot more of tools to utilize to try to out Fisk as being the monster that he actually is.
Yeah, and I think getting out those testimonials will be very important. I think, honestly, you were talking about, like, oh, some of these people are the people who ran like traffic, like a stop sign or something like that. I think those are the people that they need the most. They need the most like random, nonsensical arrests to be the testimonials. You know,
Yeah.
because you'd be like, oh, I got stopped for ounce of marijuana. Well, there are people that can find a way to make that however you feel about scaling about that. But I don't know. Angela's aunt. It's like, oh, because I was stopping a burglary.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
I was, and a cop said I assaulted him because I put my hand on his shoulder and he's a weak little baby boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
those are the people you really need to hear from. Like, you want it to sound as much as possible like they're abusing their power.
Without a doubt. And then Christoffy, the first officer or whatever of the Northern Star, shows up. He gives a very powerful testimonial.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
What evidence they have. Now, how does this work? How does this play out? Like, obviously, Buck. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say like they're talking about how they need an attorney to come and take all these, and so like they kind of like talk about Kirsten.
Yeah.
And getting her involved. But yeah, like they're gonna have to. Yeah, they're gonna have to do a lot of work because you saw the judges when they made the ruling against the swordsman. They literally had no power or anything. Like when they sat up there, they're like, "Let's just get this over with. We know what we got to do." That kind of thing. That mentality. And so like they have to have clean cut, hard evidence. And so they have to build the biggest, tightest case that they possibly can.
Honestly, I don't think you take it to court. I think what you do is you get it everywhere.
Well, that's.
Like,
I think that's what Karen wanted. That's how she takes it. She gives it to, what's the little girl's name?
Angela.
Angela. Thank you. Angela takes it to her friend.
Which I wouldn't trust that dude.
Dude,
not at all.
He seemed
so
very
weird.
sketchy. Like,
there's
he
got
got
to
the
be a
job
backstory
done.
of trust.
He got the job done, but
he
like
did.
it was a very sketchy way.
Yeah.
Nah, there's a backstory of trust there for sure.
Yeah.
That was way too big of a like, especially like she's like no, but she's like, Karen, I got this. I'll take this. Like you're taking charge of this like revolution that you're about to start, and then you go ahead and give it to some dude who was just stealing the other day.
Wait, hold on. Did that have
Was
the
it
clip?
the guy?
Yes.
Some guy.
That's what I thought that might be, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Did that have the clip? Did that have the clip of Christoffy? Did it have all of them or just the early ones?
I think it had all of them. I think.
I can't remember the. Okay, it probably did.
Well, it had all the ones, and then as soon as Christoffy got done, like she took out the camera.
Okay, okay, great. I couldn't remember. Okay,
He was smooth with the handoff though.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
The selfie, that was smooth.
to Amato's point, I think that's it because like now that he's dead, I mean, you could argue that a video could be altered, right? AI, all this stuff, like so, like if he's dead and can't testify in court, like the only play really is to just get it out.
I want to see it in Times Square. I want to see
Yeah.
a scene of it like on one of the big like screens in Times Square, just like the footage just rolling through all these tapes.
Daily Bugle.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be so sweet.
Yeah, exactly. Jay Jonah is on there.
Dude, that would be amazing. Okay, so look, obviously the big thing we all want to talk about, right, is Vanessa. But let's make our listeners wait a little longer. What else do we want to discuss from this episode here?
I know that I found it interesting that Kingpin is having Vanessa go to the governor's the night before the fight or the day of the fight or whatever.
Yeah.
But how he is having her go and have this conversation with her. And the conversation was phenomenal. This back and forth with the governor, and only for it to come down to like, no, the governor's like, I don't back Fisk, but I back
Girl power, baby. Girl power.
Exactly that. But that scene, you know what that scene reminded me of? It's before Fisk took office. Vanessa was the one in charge of all of his stuff, and she was doing it for what we were told. She was doing it better and running it more efficiently than Fisk was. And so she is a player in this game and knows how to do it. And she can do it at a high level. And so this whole cat and mouse game of like what we can get away with, what's legal, what's not legal, where the line is, she can communicate that to the governor in a way to where it sounds like it's a great and fantastic thing. And she did. She played the governor the best version of what they were doing and trying to accomplish,
Yeah.
and she ate it up.
Yeah, she ate it up. And I think also like Vanessa just has more on the legitimate side than Fisk does. I think Fisk has too much of the criminal element still attached to him, where she just seems more like she has more of the. I think she did a better job of covering up how much she was actually in the criminal side of what Fisk was doing.
Totally.
Can I ask a question about her? Did she try to get Fisk killed?
Vanessa,
Yeah, didn't she? Like, I'm confused.
season
about
1
this.
of Born Again.
I think so. Like, where like somebody came into the restaurant and tried to shoot him.
Oh, that was they were. I think that she was testing on behalf of
Oh,
the loyalty of the people around Fisk.
She was testing Buck, right?
Was it Buck? I think.
Pretty
Buck
sure it was
killed-
Buck that killed that guy.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See what they were willing to do, or to keep them safe, that kind of thing.
Okay, I missed some context in there because I was really confused.
Yeah.
Like, I thought she was trying to like off him.
Yeah, we
Take over the
I think-
empire.
Yeah, I think we thought that.
there
We
were
had that
kind.
conversation.
There was definitely some of those potential vibes going on there at that point in the season. So you aren't like completely off base in that, because it would definitely felt like there was some weirdness happening there. I think halfway through the season you weren't 100% sure. Like, are they truly a couple, or is this
Right.
Yeah.
side the
Business
couple type of
arrangement.
situation? That I think that was kind of going on, and like by the end you were kind of like you're sold. Halfway through the season it was very much so in that way. But yeah, I do like the fact that doesn't Buck kills like 4 government
Oh,
employees
yeah.
in this episode.
Well, dude, yes. Okay, Shibata, good point. So I was just gonna say, like, when Kingpin and Buck are walking around, Red Hook, all the guns are still there. They're talking about the prisoners that escaped. What's this guy's name from? I think
Mr.
it's
Charles.
Mr. Charles.
Yeah, you can call him Shaggy if you want. That's fine. But
Ha.
yeah,
But again, kind of like the trainer, the boxer trainer from last episode. Like, dude, I know you're with like the CIA, but like, chill out a little bit.
yeah.
yeah,
Isn't Mr. Charles the name of the thing from Inception?
Mm,
You remember like Leonardo?
Mm.
It sounded very familiar to me. I was like, Mr. Charles.
Yes,
He's like
it's the when they try to convince the they let the target know that they are dreaming.
That's right.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
Mr. Charles is the person that like the character that
Sounded so familiar. I was like, what is that from?
Good catch, man. Good catch.
Thank you.
yeah, maybe that's why he chose it, because he likes the idea of like that type of mind work.
Yeah.
With his, inside the CIA.
But
Which points that to where I think like there's a very distinct possibility that the reason why they knew where the U.S. Marshals were was because of maybe the CIA let them in on something. That's what I'm kind of thinking happened.
yeah, that's a good point. But to your other point of like, again, I said this last week, but like Buck is he's a badass, bro.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry.
He is.
Like he is
He's like 007.
he is like
Ooh, yeah.
one of the strongest characters in the show.
Yeah, he is. And I do think like it's interesting. One thing from like last episode is like, or one of the last 2 episodes is how the deputy mayor specifically was like, you were SAS. He's like the only person who's ever like actually called him out for being ex special forces in the entire show. At any point is this random deputy mayor
Yeah.
who kind of comes off as bumbling. I just want to like throw
Hot
that out.
dog eating.
Yes, but like in like those moments that we were talking about, like the positivity of him is one of the things he's the only person who really calls out anything about this past. He's like, you were SAS, weren't you? And like, so that's a very interesting call out for him to make that choice.
Yeah. It's the only time you see. It's really the only time you see Buck even slightly uncomfortable this whole season. Like,
Yeah. Good point.
and he controlled it within a few seconds, but he was like, "How the heck do you know that?"
Exactly.
But yeah, he kills off Mr. Charles's 2 guys, and then takes out the marshals, takes out Christophe.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he goes on a tear. He goes on a real
He
tear.
goes on a tear. But it's also like, this is my point where we started. Powell talks this game as if he is as good at his job as Buck.
Right.
Yeah,
And Buck is just this humble dude who's actually getting stuff done for Fisk.
Yeah. And he's
And
not
wouldn't
looking
you
for
know it?
glory either.
Wouldn't you know it? The moment Vanessa dies, who's not there? Buck.
Buck,
And why isn't he there?
because he's
Not-
taking it out.
Well, but it's not because he wanted to. In the locker room, he was like, "I really don't want to go and leave you." He's like, and Fisk makes him go. I think Fisk is going to regret that. I think
Ooh.
we're gonna in this next episode we're gonna hear something. Well, we're gonna see a lot, but I think we're gonna see a moment of Fisk being vulnerable with only Buck, and he's gonna be like, "I wish I didn't send you," you know. Because Buck literally said, "I'm not comfortable with you just being dangled out as bait."
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Big mistake there.
I'm hoping like Fisk just becomes unhinged.
Oh, the rest of the
Yeah.
and
season
it just
for sure.
like destroys people.
Yeah.
Hold on. Save it.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I do think that. I mean, I think the name of the episode kind of like points at what
Where
may
we're
be
going.
position for Fisk for the rest of the season. You know.
All right.
Gloves off.
But also indirect like correlation to the gloves off, reference. This boxing match, which by the way, 32-2 all time in this guy's career.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fisk isn't even taking a mouthpiece, right?
He's not going to get hit, is what he said.
I was so nervous that he was going to kill him, and he probably did.
For sure.
But when Vanessa walks in, it looks like he's gonna yield, right? But then that Mendez dude, very ill-advised,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't blame him. In the moment. You're
I
getting
mean, like in the moment, he's like, "I'm fighting for my life right now."
literally.
This was
He
a
doesn't-
charity match.
He doesn't know who this lady in the white dress is. In fact, he probably can't even see her. His eyes are probably crossed.
He's so beat.
He turns around, swings at Fisk, and then, dude, just Fisk destroys him. So before we get to Vanessa herself, like, man, this boxing match,
Yeah.
Brutal.
For charity.
it's crazy.
For charity.
Yeah, for charity.
Absolutely brutal. That Mendez did not stand a chance, man. Like
There's no way they were in the same weight class.
Well, Fisk had 90 pounds on him.
Well, okay,
90.
so
Who sanctioned this?
like heavyweight is essentially just anything over a certain weight. So
Fisk's reach was longer. His weight was more. Like Fisk had
The other guy was like-
physical.
The
action.
other
but that's
guy was
literally
like
so
5'8".
like heavyweights are like a certain weight or higher.
Right.
So really, it can be anyone who is above a certain weight.
Yeah.
It's when you're below that it starts like varying. So like you could fight somebody that big in comparison.
Craziness to even
You
want.
might not want to.
Yeah, it does.
You probably wouldn't schedule anything like that. You wouldn't be like, I'm not gonna fight a guy who's 100 pounds more than me. Like this guy's got to get down to like this weight for me to actually fight him.
Yeah.
In a real like boxing world.
Yeah, but Fisk, he went to town on him, and I like the camera angles and the visuals for the boxing match. Actually, hearing the crunching against the face and ribs was very well done. The little slow mo action too, as well. A good filmed boxing scene goes a long way.
Yeah.
And this was one of them.
Yeah, another thing that I found really interesting was the three people in the crowd that we actually knew and their levels of like uncomfortable / incredibly comfortable with what was happening. Between the deputy mayor who was loving it way too much.
Daniel was fangirling because he
Yeah.
had the merchandise and
Bobblehead.
Oh,
everything,
man.
and then you had BB and Sheila who were very uncomfortable with what was happening.
Yeah.
Right there, and so it was interesting seeing like those moments of like he was like overjoyed and they were appalled.
Yeah, that dude was basically BB's uncle.
Oh,
Oh.
man, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Sorry, I had to do it. It's
No.
a show, man. We can laugh about it.
oh man.
But you're right.
I don't know, maybe
Shimano.
she was, who knows? Maybe she was thinking about that at the moment.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. I
You
mean,
know, like, was she like? Maybe in her mind she was like, "Is this what they did to my uncle?"
I was kind of joking, but it's also like very serious.
It's
Yeah.
very much happened.
Okay, we've waited long enough. The match is over. This dude, I think his name might have been Mendoza, maybe not Mendez. I don't know. Either way, he's either dead or he's like never going to be the
He's
same.
bad.
He's dead.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And then she walks into the ring, and dude, he can't even celebrate. He's like, "You need to get out of here," right? His intuition is through the roof. And then sure enough, here comes Bullseye. Things go down. Stuff gets crazy. Great camera work, editing, producing, the way they drew it. Right when she says, Wilson, I knew. She wasn't even on screen, and I knew something's wrong. And then she turns her head, because at first you don't see any blood. She turns her head, and then you see it.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Singing right out of the temple, dude.
So let's talk about it, boys.
Yeah, I think the visuals of her coming up into the ring, all white, Fisk now has more blood on him because he did take a punch, right? It's just kind of like that. She's looking all pure and like coming in, and he was pure, and now he's dirty now, and he's just like, you need to be gone, you need to get out of here. And she's like, kiss me. Like she's trying to show the people what they want. Like they want a mayor who is empathetic and like somebody who shows emotions and not this savage monster and like killer. And you just got done mauling this guy in the ring, so show something that these people want, like because she's that in tune and that smart. And so he does kiss her, and dude, when Bullseye just like appears, you're like, oh man, here we go. It's about to happen. It's going down. And the fact that the paperweight of all things that that Daniel he got from the souvenir shop, and my question is like, if Fisk didn't stop that, would that just like have smacked her and she would have fell down, or would the shard still have landed?
Well, there's a lot of questions in that moment because you have number one, she takes a shot at him. So, like that's like the only time that you could be like, okay, that could be a reason why Bullseye would miss, because while he's throwing, like he's hit, and so maybe his aim isn't.
It was a duck.
Yeah, like
yes, it was. That's my prediction.
And then and then of course him getting in the way, breaking it. Who knows? Like if he would have even hit her at all. Like it could have been a miss, even though it is Bullseye. But like there's so many things that could have went wrong. Like could have played out differently what had happened. It was a very odd set of circumstances.
So I don't know if we'll ever be able to prove it. I don't think we will. But headcanon, in my head, he gets shot in like the lower abdomen, it looked like, and his body kind of turns slightly to the left, almost in a way that looks like he didn't plan to, right? Because he's getting shot. And my headcanon, she's standing to the right. If you're looking at Fisk, she's standing to the right of him. I think that thing would have gone between them. And ultimately what actually kills her is Fisk hitting that paperweight out of the air with that belt, which shatters the glass, sends a shard into her head. In my head, I'm thinking that if he doesn't swing his belt, that it goes right past them. And ultimately, it's Fisk thinking he's protecting his wife that actually kills her.
Kind of like how Fisk, thinking he's protecting the city, is actually killing the city.
Ooh, Shimano the writer.
There it is.
Yep. Yeah. Also, like her dress becoming the rabbit in the snow painting.
Yeah.
Like that's essentially what her dress ends up becoming.
Totally.
So,
yeah, that's a good callback for sure. Now the big question here is: do you think Vanessa knew that when she was stepping in the ring, she was stepping in the ring to lure out Bullseye and potentially be killed herself? Like, do you think she planned to be in a situation
like she was going to surprise
killed?
Bullseye?
Well, no, like she knew that Bullseye wanted her, not Fisk.
Right.
And by her getting into the ring and making herself vulnerable was going to draw out Bullseye and give them their best chance.
Yeah.
And she was packing heat as well. So,
Yes.
she knew she could protect herself, and there's people there to protect them as well.
yeah. It may have been one of those things where like she was just like, you know what? I'm tired of dealing with the suspense. Is he going to take a shot at me randomly in the street?
Yes.
Am I going to get killed in my bed because he just happens to have a good shot that night? Like that kind of stuff. Like I could very well see her just being like, this is a moment where he's being drawn out into public. There's going to be a whole bunch of the AVTF there. Fisk will be there. I'll be there with my gun. Like if I'm going to have a shot at killing this guy
And ending this fear. Yeah.
She's going out on her shield.
Yeah.
And again, I think this alludes to 1 or 2 episodes ago with Buck when she's like trying to pick the gun. That's not just a self-defense pistol. She was trying to find the proper weapon to kill him, So I could see that as, maybe he doesn't pop out, but she knows it's a very public event. Yeah. I mean, it was a calculated risk and obviously didn't pay off for her.
Yeah.
But
and I think once again, like in this moment, like Fisk is worried about Daredevil showing up, and she's worried about Bullseye showing up. Like once again,
yes.
Like they kind of have their own
and
like priorities in that moment.
And once again, Daredevil is protecting who? Him.
Yep.
Him.
Oh, yeah, I know.
He's like, I will not let you make him a martyr for this city.
Right.
Talking to Bullseye, right?
Yeah.
It's just crazy, just the dynamics here. Okay, real quick. I know we're going to get into speculation about Fisk in a moment, but is there any world of possibility where she's not dead? Like, we didn't, the episode kind of ends before you know for a fact she's dead. Like, let's get a buy or sell, right? Like, where are we at here? You buying that she's dead? Anybody selling?
I'm buying that she's dead.
The only like sliver of a chance that she's alive would be she takes a shard to the head and she has memory loss
Or coma, or
I don't think even coma. I think it has to be specifically like memory loss, like to the point of where like she doesn't remember who he is.
Oh gosh!
I just think that adds a wrinkle, an unnecessary wrinkle.
Unnecessary wrinkle, 100%. But
Yeah.
I think that's the only like path that like makes any sort of sense to take it in. With her if she isn't dead.
She's definitely dead.
Yeah,
Like,
There was so much blood.
that was a lot
Like,
of blood.
if you look like behind her head, I mean, it was a puddle.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, oh, that looked like it. I mean, it hurt. It looked like she was.
Tis but a
know,
scratch.
Yeah, but that puddle, I was like, she's gone.
Yeah.
I think so too.
She can just go say hello to Baylor Targaryen.
I think she's dead as well. And this is going to be the weirdest thing. Don't clip this. I want her to be dead because I think what we are about to see, and here's where we're going to turn to speculation. I think what we are about to see maybe is a Fisk like we've never seen before. So what is next, fellas?
I think this is feral Fisk from here on out. Like, I think it's animalistic, away with the rules. He's just gonna do what he wants when he wants it in front of whoever's in his way. Like, I don't think there's any more politics involved, and I think it's just gonna be carnage from here on out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like he adopts a policy with his AVTia. He's like, I don't care anymore. You find a vigilante, you pull him out in the streets, you shoot him in the streets. Like I would not be surprised if that's like a policy that he's like is for. I do wonder about the situation with the governor because she was so specific about the reason why she was backing this was because of Mrs. Fisk. I do wonder how that's going to affect their relationship and whether she's still going to stand behind it or if she's also going to become a adversary for Fisk in this situation.
Yes, because real quick, when Vanessa gets in the ring, he says something like, "You're here," and she says, she doesn't say because of a win or because you won. She says with a win. And I wonder if he's going to have if he's going to even remember that she said that. But I think she was saying, yes, I got the job done.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also kind of think that isn't going to matter. Like, I just think, like, you saw it when he was in the ring. She is the only thing that grounds him, that levels him out, truly. And if she is dead, which we all think she is, I think it is about to be, and look at the way it looked. The mayor's wife is dead because two vigilantes show up to the boxing match.
Yeah,
like that one's pretty easy to,
Yeah, that one's pretty easy to show because no one's going to blame Fisk for it, even though it was his deflection or however you want to say. Like the only person that's going to blame Fisk is maybe Fisk.
Right.
He might be the only person that may possibly blame himself for that moment, but he's definitely going to be like. He's like, yeah, vigilantes, they did this. This is what they do.
Yeah.
I think one thing that's going to get overshadowed in this is the fact that he killed somebody
in the ring
in a charity boxing ring.
That's right. That's totally overshadowed.
Nobody's going to think about they just he's sitting there kissing his wife and that dude is just dead.
Nobody's going to think about Nobody's going to think about the former world champion, which, by the way, he won a belt. Can we talk about that for a second? So, was it was a charity match? This isn't like a sanctioned championship bout.
I think the belt was just a gesture.
It's a BMF title like in UFC where it's like a made up belt for this event, but man.
So it's like any professional wrestling belt.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you think he keeps the belt and he puts it in his office?
I bet he burns it
as
he should.
The weapon that destroyed his wife. Yeah.
I'm just be something in the bottom drawer that
he looks at everyone.
He pulls out and he just uses to fuel his rage for a moment or two.
Dude,
Yeah.
I am nervous. Like, I'm nervous for Powell, but in a good way. Like, I can't wait to see Fisk like cut him to pieces. Hopefully he does.
Yeah.
Because it's like, again, Powell keeps talking smack. Like, I'm the best cop in the history of cops, and once again fails. And look who shows up. They can't do nothing. And where is Powell, by the way? You never see this guy in all these scenes that he says he's like got it under control. But anyways, I think Fisk is gonna. I don't know, because he has been unhinged before, but she has always been like, she comes back around and calms him,
Right. Yeah.
and she's gone. Like guys, he's not Wanda. Like, he doesn't have that kind of power. But for the power that he does have, I think he's gonna have that kind of Wanda level trauma,
Yeah.
and that's scary.
Very dangerous.
Because Wanda, while she was doing very unethical things, she wasn't brutally murdering people, and I think Fisk is going to.
Yeah, I think something that could be interesting to play out will be something that actually hasn't come out yet, but in the trailer for the Punisher special, the way New York kind of looked could be like giving you a little bit of hint at like the type of vengeance that Fisk is willing to put out. It didn't seem like there was a whole lot of Law and Order going on in the Punisher
Right.
special. Like with like the background stuff when he was just walking around.
Yeah.
So I mean I think there's a very distinct possibility there's just like mayhem, like I said, I think the AVTF is gonna be literally taking vigilantes out in the street and just shooting them. Like, I think there's gonna be like the possibility of things like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, it does look in the Punisher thing. It looks like Wild Wild West out there.
Yeah.
And not just vigilantes. Anybody that like touches a police
Does
officer
anything.
in a bodega,
I think as long as like, oh, you're selling drugs, you're dead. I think it's gonna be literally like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you
ran out of mustard at the ketchup stand or the hot dog stand. You're
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah. I legitimately think like, yeah, it's like, oh, you happen to have a gun on you, you're dead. Like,
Yeah. Okay, boys, we had a great conversation here. And last thoughts. If you want to say something that hasn't been said, go ahead. But if not, we're going to wrap it up.
I mean, it's going to get more brutal, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to get more car door scenes from Kingpin. It's gonna
Gosh.
amazing. Let's go.
Ugh.
he turns that into his method of execution.
Why not? Yeah.
Just like he does everything on like live TV. So with the car door, slam.
America.
I am excited for the propaganda videos
Yes.
that BB's putting out.
Yeah.
I want to see what this next one's going to be. That one's going to be good.
How do they?
Because it's going to have Christophe, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And then
100%.
something
doubt
about
about
the
it.
boxing match. Like I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I'll avoid the boxing match. Honestly, like if I was doing the TV report, I would avoid the boxing match because that's the one point at this moment that you could actually have sympathy for him. Like even though he did kill the guy in the ring, but I think, I think everything else around that, like honestly, is in his favor.
And also, like, she was there, and he might not know that, but like other people know that.
I think
Like-
a great way to do it would be like do somebody saying something on the street, maybe even using some of the old footage from some of the previous BB reports that we've gotten. It's like, oh, somebody says something about the Northern Star, and then it cuts to Christophe like talking on the his thing, and then it jumps to another scene, and then it jumps to like the ant, and then it jumps to another scene like somebody talking about on the street, and it jumps to this, like literally, and just using old footage that we've already seen be used.
Yeah.
Be good, man. It'll be good. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to come back next week. We will be reviewing episode number 5 of Daredevil. What a wild season it's been. We know it'll continue to be wild. Just a reminder, please share this podcast with your friends. Please leave us a review, a comment, like it, subscribe to the podcast. Whatever you got to do, help your boys out, okay? Help us out. It's going to be an amazing. We got a lot to cover the rest of the year. Daredevil's been awesome. It's going to finish strong. We got more Marvel content, right? We got Spider-Man. We got an Avengers movie. We might have some other shows that I can't remember right now, but we got a lot of stuff going on. Oh, the Punisher special.
Yep.
There's so much. There's so much. So be sure to subscribe, share this podcast with your friends, and be sure to come back next week as we continue our Daredevil coverage. With all that in mind, for my good friends Sandy Shamato and, of course, the landlord Jordan Mosley, this is T-Roll saying thank you so much for listening to the Royal Geek Podcast. We will see you next time, you peasants.